So in this video here, I'm going to show you how you can do a simple Python program to do a linear search. So if I, for example, get a list of names, so names equals, and I'm just going to set these up and I'm going to use them as strings. We're not going to do a 2D array, we're just going to keep it simple, and we're just going to do, let's do Ray, Bob, Harry, Hamza, and Larry. Okay. Now, I want to be able to write a Python program that is going to search for the name Hamza. Okay. Now, the other way that I would like to do it is I might do a program that searches for a name that is an input. Okay. Now, if I'm writing this in Python, and I appreciate I'm not on a computer, but if you're doing a GCSE question, generally speaking, it's on paper for the AQA specification. So what I'm going to need to do right now is I'm going to need to get my input. Okay. So I'm going to call it search name equals, now it only needs to be a string, so I can say equals input what name do you need? Alright, so now what would happen there in Python is if I typed in the name Hamza, that search name now would be called Hamza. Alright? Now, what I want to do is iterate through this list. Okay? I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. Okay? The first way I'm going to show you how to do this is I might do a for loop. Okay? What I could do is I could put length of names equals len names. So I'm going to show you two ways to do a for loop, and then I'll do a separate video for a while loop. Okay, might get to finish it here. What I'm going to say is for I in range length of names. That is now going to turn I into our index, starting, so the value of I is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Remember, at the top of Python, for a while loop, at the top end, it's exclusive. That means that even though the len is 5, we're not actually going to get to 5. We're going to start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Just bear that in mind. I can now iterate through that, and I can say inside each time I go to, so each time I'm on the next number, I iterate through it. So I say if names I equals search name. Alright, I'm going to then say print name found. Now if you want to do concatenation, you would need to do print search name plus found. Okay, you don't need to do an end for because we're not doing it in pseudocode. Now another way that is probably easier for a for loop, okay, alright, that you could do, which is not necessarily going to be demonstrating your linear search, if I'm honest, okay? But another way you could do it if you wanted to change it is you could actually say, actually this would work for name in names. So imagine all of that bit is originally there. I could actually do for names and names, and rather than using the index, name becomes the object that is in the list. So what would happen here is name would become Ray, then name would become Bob, name would become Harry, name could become Hamza, name would become Larry. So you could do a search that way, because then I can say if name equals search name, I can do print name found, print search name plus found. Now, I know there is an even quicker way to check whether a name is in a list. But if you are getting an exam question that asks you to demonstrate a linear search, you want to go for one of these. Okay? If there's the quicker way to do it, if you just want to see if Hamza was in that list, you can literally just go, without any of the iteration through it, you can just go if search name in names, and then your print statement there. That's a super quick way of doing it, but it doesn't really demonstrate that you understand a linear search. Okay? If you do it this way, you're going to get more practice of your arrays, and it will improve yourself as a coder. That is a quick way of doing it, but it's not going to help you improve your iteration through arrays. So that's how you do that with a for loop. That's how you do a linear search. Okay? What was your